finally we are on to Clockwork Angel, or the Infernal Devices series. I literally just finished this a couple days ago. The song I chose was Pompeii by Bastille, and this was such a hard book to pick a song for. This book also takes place in the world of Shadowhunters. It's by Cassandra Clare, but it has to do with Tessa Gray, and it takes place a couple hundred years before the Mortal Instruments and the Dark Artifices and stuff. It centers around Tessa, who is she has the ability to change her shape. She can basically become another person. She can know their thoughts and look exactly like them. She came from New York to meet her brother Nate, but she ended up being taken by the Dark Sisters and is rescued by Will, and she is taken to an institute and meets James, who goes by Jem Carstairs. Will Herondale also brings her to meet at the institute Charlotte Branwell, who's the head, and her husband Henry, and then Jessamine Lovelace. This book was pretty good. I know people like love Will, but I just didn't get it. I think that maybe comes later. I just was not really a fan of him here. He's so rude to Henry. I'm like, how can you be rude to Henry? He's so adorable. He's like this. You gotta like protect Henry, okay? I remember being a hardcore Jessa shipper, and based on my reaction to these books, I think that I'm still gonna be a Jessa shipper. Like, I can't. Let's see. I'm gonna be reading these next two books, Clockwork Prince and Clockwork Princess, on camera, and y'all can see my live reactions. That'll probably be like the next few minutes of the video, but yeah. I will keep you updated on the Infernal Devices. Yeah, so that is a wrap on this portion of the video. Bye! Since this section is me reading through the series and giving my thoughts as they come, it's going to have spoilers, and I'm really sorry about that. But if you don't want to hear them, skip to the end, and I will have a spoiler-free sit-down segment where I will share my overall thoughts on the book. Thank you so much. Okay, finally got back to reading Clockwork Prince, and we just got to the part about Will's curse, and I feel bad. Like, I didn't really like his character at first, because I knew there was a reason he was pushing everyone away, but I don't know, it didn't really register. But now I just feel bad. Like, I still don't like him that much, but I like him. So I'm still reading Clockwork Prince, and I'm convinced that Will is not cursed. I think that it was only Ella that was affected, and he has not been cursed for any other period in his life, because Charlotte very clearly cares for him, Tessa very clearly cares for him, same with Jem, anyone in the institute. And it's like, and even like Cecily, who hasn't seen him in so long, Cecily still so clearly cares about him. It's not possible that he's still cursed, or else everyone around him would be dead. I think that he is just isolating himself, and the demon doesn't have to do anything, which would be really sad. Watch me be completely wrong, or be completely right. You'll see the roller coaster of emotions. Oh my god, I was wrong. Okay, I used to be like a hardcore Jessa shipper, but like, I think that I just really like Jem, so I just ship them, but I actually don't really like ship Tessa with anybody.
Based on my reaction to these books, I think that I'm still gonna be a Jessa shipper. Like, I can't.
Really curious to see like what Aloysius Starkweather would have to do with Tessa Gray, but I guess we'll find out. Oh my god, I didn't even know that we were gonna be meeting Cecily like properly. I can't believe she's going to be trained as a Shadowhunter. Oh my god. Oh, I want to read Clockwork Princess so badly, but I also have to like go to sleep early like a normal person. Yeah, finally starting Clockwork Princess. I'm very excited. If Gideon and Sophie don't become a thing, I'm going to riot. And if Gabriel and Cecily become a thing, I'm going to be extremely confused, but also it will be very entertaining to see Will, Gabriel, and Cecily's, like, relationship. I cannot be the only person who looks up every single thing that is said in a different language, whether it be Cecily and Will talking in Welsh or Jem talking in Chinese. Like on Google Translate, even though it literally says exactly what they say, like literally in the next sentence. But I just want to know what the translation of it is. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me. Jem is literally everything I want in a man. So I think that Jessamine just died. I don't know why I'm sad. I never really liked her as a character, but I don't know, I didn't really expect it. Magnus just asked Will if he is still in love with Tessa in front of Jem, and even though Jem's asleep or something, like, what if he heard that? Like, I would be, like, even though I knew he was asleep or something, you know, like, if I was Will in that situation, I would have been pissed. Like, no cap. I would have been so mad, regardless of if he was asleep, because there's a chance that he's not. Like, I would be so scared. I'm not dead yet, Will, Jem said in a soft voice, thin but as strong as wire. What did Magnus mean by asking you if I knew you were in love with Tessa? I just made a realization of, if Will gave Cecily the necklace that like senses the demons, then that means that she's gonna end up marrying Gabriel, if I'm not mistaken, because it ends up being passed down to Isabel if it's the same necklace. And because all I have to say is that Magnus and Henry have the purest friendship. I love them. Okay, so we're supposed to think that Jem is dead, and obviously, like, he's not. He became like a silent brother or whatever, but like, I'm such a crybaby. Oh my god, like, he's not even dead. But it's so sad. Wait, so Aloysius Starkweather's granddaughter was Tessa's mom, and she was stolen before she was marked as a child and replaced with a human child. And then, not knowing she was a shadow hunter, she married a mundane man and had a demon pretended to be him, and the product of that was Tessa. And that is why she has both shadow hunter and demon. Gideon's proposal to Sophie is so funny. I love how there's so many references to other books, so like the angel being Ithuriel, which is the same angel that Valentine had tortured. It's all like, it makes you think that it was all very well thought out, and provides something to the story that I think would not be possible if there weren't so many different book series focusing on different aspects of the Shadowhunter world. Okay, two things. One, the Herondale star, I finally remember where it comes from. And two, nobody else knows that Brother Zachariah is Jem, which is interesting. I wonder if, like, they'd probably find out, right? Charlotte has to know, but I wonder why the others don't. So they just found out that Jem is a silent brother, and I just read this part to you. As metal rang on metal, some inner part of Jem, some part that had been lost without his even knowing it was lost, felt the pleasure of fighting together with Will one last time. I don't know why that, like, hurts me, but it's the fact that even with this one last fight, he's not really who he is. He's not really Jem. And he doesn't actually get to be Jem until Jace changes him back with Heavenly Fire. And I just think that that's so sad, that even like when Will is dying, when Tessa and Will get married, all that, like, he's never gonna have those emotions that he wants to. Okay, so many things. Henry's not dead, and another thing, I literally got up to get my copy of Queen of Air and Darkness so that I could do this, but I checked, and the continuity in Cassandra Clare's writing is pretty amazing. They had very similar reactions of like Emma and Julian becoming like angels or whatever, like, you know what I'm talking about if you've read The Dark Artifices, as Tessa did to changing into one. So I think that is very interesting. Like, they were very similar but not exactly the same, because it wasn't exactly the same thing that happened to them, but it was still heaven's blood that ran through their veins. Like pure heaven's blood, pure heavenly fire. Right, we do get to see Jessamine as a ghost. They named their kid Jane. We get to see them like meet with Jem to like actually Jem, like after the heavenly fire and stuff. Oh my god. Okay, I finished it. I took a few moments to like compose myself afterward because I was literally a mess. But wow.